issue of jealousy, I think, can be a big theme with women.
Yes.
Especially maybe the teens and even going through the 20s. I have seen in my own life that's a little bit more magnified. Have you? Is that something that you have had to really work with, or
For me, I dealt with jealousy hard on in many different ways. I dealt with jealousy when it came to, my music, when it came to performing. It was just very high. When I would go to school, a lot of girls would be talking about me, and they'd say, nasty, nasty things. But, of course, I'm the one, I will always speak up and say it the way it is. I will not keep my mouth shut, and I will stand up for myself the right way. But I'll do it to let them know, what they're doing is wrong and it's not acceptable. And it's never acceptable, no matter who it be, whether it be woman to woman, man to woman, man to man. It's just not.
And what has been the receptivity to that?
To some, they've learned, and they have gotten, it has filtered in their brain, okay, this is not right to do, and I'm going to stop, and I'm going to do something to help and to better myself and to do something about it. But for others, they're still taking time and learning it because they're not happy. That's the problem. They need to learn to be happy within themselves first in order to be happy for others. So that's one of the big issues.
Is learning to be happy with yourself.
Exactly.
And it seems to me that you have learned this lesson kind of quick and kind of early to even, make the decision to move out of 10th grade into, homeschooling so that you can actually start to really, truly work on your goals. How did you come up with that? How did you know that was something you wanted to do so quickly? And you're young to kind of know and understand that.
At a very young age, I know for some people it's hard to understand, but I always have known what I have been destined to be.
And your parents were supportive of that
yes.
right off?
Yes.
Always?
My parents, we sat down, we discussed it, we talked about it, which route I was going to go, because they, of course, want me to have my education, which I do as well. So when we sat down and discussed it, I said, this is what I really want to do, and we found the right way of doing it while I'd be doing homeschooling as well as pursuing my career. So I'd have both. God forbid anything to fall back on, but I'm the type of person I know I'm going to go all the way, so.
I like your confidence.
Thank you.
And this is the book. It's Suzanne Lentana. And this first book, how old is she?
In the first book, she starts from 10 and works her way up to 13. So it's 10 to 13 years old.
And you have started your second book?
I have started, yes. I'm already about 40% in. So it's interesting where she's going to be going, and it's interesting to recap on things that I went through and how I'm going to be playing it out with her character. It's a lot of fun.
And in this series, or what has your feedback been? Has anyone read the book?
Oh yes, a lot of children have at my town library and other libraries. People have written me emails and said to me that they love it. They love reading it. They love reading it to their, children, their grandchildren. I had another show that I did, a radio show, and she read it to her 7-year-old granddaughter.
Oh.
And her granddaughter loved it, and she read it every single day. She would ask her grandmother to read her story, one story every single day. And she learned something from it, and because of it, it helped her deal with something that she was dealing with in school.
Oh.
So it may not be the same situation that they may be going through like I have, but
they can relate to it.
Exactly.
It's not identical, but it's
Exactly.
something that they can relate to.
Right.
And in a society that doesn't necessarily promote positive attitudes or positive ideas or positive morals, it sounds like it's a book that can be very, very helpful.
Yes, I think it's a problem in today with a lot of with a lot of different things, because positivity is what helps you. It helps you grow and be happy as a person, and sticking, of course, to your faith and tying it together for you to be happy for others as well. And all the things that are happening today, it's really hard to look at, because I think if they went more to their faith and praying to God, things would be a lot more simpler.
And how does that work in your life?
For me, I'm very religious, and I believe in God very much. I'm Catholic, so I believe in my faith very, very dearly. I respect everybody's religion, and, everybody, my dad and my mom, they make a joke. They say, we're all on different paths, but we're leading to the same God. And it's true. But for me, I believe that if you keep your faith, anything's possible. You have hope, and it will happen. I'm proof of it. Not that I have to prove anything, but I am proof. Sitting here saying anything's possible, you definitely can do it.
You have written a song to go along with the book?
Yes.